Hi, everybody. Gabe Jenkins back with you from the CCA, the College and Career Accelerator, accelerating your future. Hope you're enjoying SolidWorks. I'm going to walk you through, I'm going to do a quick preview of this shape, and I want to give you a couple of warnings right off the bat. There's the technical diagrams in this, the reference diagrams are not as strong as they should be, and there's one glaring error in there that if you follow it, your shape is going to look very different than the picture in the isometric or the picture here as well. And so I'm going to try to highlight that really quickly before you get started. You're going to see that this shape, SolidWorks shape number 4, is going to be in millimeters, grams, and seconds. That's our units we're going to use. We're going to do it in copper. That's our material. And our mass, if we did it right, is going to be 3241.13 or something very close to it. Again, the technical diagrams here are kind of sketchy. They're a little iffy. And so there's a couple of things in them that are just like not as good as they should be. So it might be that yours differs very slightly from mine, but hopefully it's not too different. All right. So here's what we got. If we look here, I think that this whole shape can be completed in. I did it in 4 steps. And I'll show you what those are. Maybe you could probably even do it in 3 steps. And so one of the things I want you to begin to think is like, yeah, this looks like it could be a really, like a lot of different steps here. But if you choose carefully, you choose your steps carefully, you're going to realize that it can be, even something that looks kind of complex can be accomplished with relatively few series of sketches and extrudes or cuts, right? All right, so let's take a second really quickly and just look at the technical diagram. I'll highlight right now the thing that I think is terrible. When you make this shape, so here's the isometric, right? It looks like this. This is the front plane. This theoretically should be the top plane, top view. It doesn't really function well like that because if that's what it were, then a lot of these lines would be hidden, and they're not. And so it's unclear if this is what it looks like from the bottom or they're just mistaking hidden lines or object lines for hidden lines. It's not clear. Secondly, this shape, which is normally the right side view, all of these lines that are kind of like representing the little kind of like dome part here in the circuit, they're drawn here as hidden lines. So that would indicate that we're looking at it from way over here and looking across the shape. It's just not terribly, it's not what we're used to, and it's not very well done. The big glaring error, though, that I want to highlight for you is this. This arc right here is not a radius of 14. Okay, it is not a radius of 14. It is actually a radius of 28. I don't know why they messed it up, but they did. So if you were to draw that as a radius of 14, you're going to end up with a shape that looks very, very, very different than the shape that they're having you draw. Okay, so with that in mind, there's really a few steps, right? And I think that that's about all I need to highlight before you start to do it. You're going to build it up one step at a time. Do one sketch, then extrude, then do another sketch and cut, then do another sketch and extrude, another sketch and cut. It's only 4 steps, maybe even 3. All right, so I started off with an extrude, then a cut, then another extrude, and another cut, and then I was done. So hopefully that's enough to go on before you start. Just to be clear, I started off with this shape first. So I did this whole sketch first, and I did it on the front plane. All right, that's how I started off, and then I built it from there. All right, good luck, everybody.